Okay, Greg Eilers here with you with the third and final video regarding Adobe Spark. So we've gone through a flyer, aka post, we've gone through a page, aka web page. Now we're going to show you what an Adobe Spark video, aka slideshow, looks like and what the difference between the other two are in regards to this. You can do some pretty cool stuff. But before we do, I'd like to give you a quick example of what one looks like when you finish and what a finished product looks like. So go ahead and take a look at this one, quick 50-second Adobe Spark video. Okay, so that's kind of a sneak peek preview or a quick example of what you can do with Adobe Spark. There's one thing I did leave out in there, which is you can narrate over the video, and so that's one thing I didn't really feature there, but I would definitely show you how to do that in my tutorial. So how do you get one started? Well, you're going to do just like we've done with all the others, where we're going to click on that plus up in the top left, and we're going to go down to video. That's going to prompt you to come up with some type of title. It gives you kind of the tagline, every great story starts somewhere. Again, you can change this if you like. I'm going to stick with the theme that I just did a little bit ago on California. So I'm going to click next. The next thing you need to decide is, do you want to use a template or start from scratch? Adobe Spark gives you some amazing templates for videos that you can choose if you so like. So for example, if I'm doing a video on personal growth, or I'm using it to teach a lesson, or it's an invitation that I want to send out, or I can simply make up my own from scratch. That's usually the one that I do. But there are several that you can choose from that are applicable to whatever you're wanting to create. So for this example, I'm going to start from scratch. Okay. Really the only difference that a template gives you is that it gives you kind of some already pre-slotted slides. In this case, it starts you out with 3, right? And you then create whatever you want. So the template gives you some more, but we can do that on our own anyways. Okay, so this is kind of the editing stage, or canvas as I like to call it, in regards to what you can do with Adobe Spark Video. So it prompts you on your very first title slide of what you want to do. So you can add in a video, you can put in some text, you can insert a photo, or you can bring in an icon. Okay. What I like to decide first is, what layout do I want? Do I want this to be full screen? Usually the title slide is full screen, but you might want to get creative and use one of the others. Just know that you can change these from slide to slide. It's not like you're locked in to one specific layout through the whole video for the whole thing. So each slide can be its own specific layout if you find something unique. So there's only 4 of them that you can choose. Again, I'm going to use full screen for this one. Okay, quick rundown before I start showing you how to build this. Up at the top, you'll see the different options that you have. So we're in layout right now. You can go into theme, and the cool thing about theme is that it will give you different ways that your text and your images or videos will sort of come up as you go through or proceed through the video. So play around with those. Again, some of them are pretty slick. They might match your specific story a little bit better than the others, so play around with them. More on that in a little bit. I can resize it, so if I know that this is kind of going to go out and publicized on what most people will see in a YouTube video, or it'll be kind of a widescreen format, I would stick with this one. If you know this is going to be posted on Instagram, where it's kind of a square format, then you would switch it to that, because it would play better and be viewed better on that. Most of you probably are going to stick with the widescreen. And then finally, kind of the bonus or the cherry on top is you get to add some pre-slotted music that they give you. Okay, and this is all open source music. It's just some jingles. There's no lyrics or vocals or anything like that. which in my opinion, it should be that way because it kind of takes away from the story. So we'll add some of that music later. Just know that this is what they give you. You can add your own music if you have MP3s that are available for you to upload. You can absolutely do that. So more on music in a little bit once we start building. Okay, so now what do you do? How do you start? Well, I'm going to click the plus symbol. I'd like to start with some text. So I'm going to go ahead and start by saying California. In California, you can ... and you can make the text smaller, make it bigger, whatever you see fits. Okay, I'll add a comma. Thanks, Grammarly. Okay, and then I can add an image if I want, or a video in the background. In this case, I'm just going to put a photo. And just like we've seen in all the others, I can upload one, I can take one, or I can find those free photos that they grab from Pixabay or something like that, or I can connect to one of the services just like in all the others. So I'm going to find a free photo. I'm going to just type in California. Whoops. If I can spell, let's just go California flag. Okay. All right. That's nice with the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. Kind of a nice look. So there we go. There's my title slide. And then the other thing you might want to decide is how long do you want this slide to run in your video. So right now it's 4 seconds, which is kind of the standard when we're talking about slideshows or videos. Okay, but I can lengthen this for up to 30 seconds. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Each slide you can record or narrate up to 30 seconds, or it can go for that long. Okay, I just said narrate. What I meant by that is you'll notice there's this microphone. And this microphone allows you to record into and speak over your slides. So a great way to do some storytelling. Maybe you're creating some type of informational video. A great way to kind of speak over those slides and present in that way. So I'll go ahead and model that now. I'm going to keep this at 8 seconds since I know I'm speaking over it. And so here we go. Hello, my name is Greg Eilers, and this is my presentation on California. And I'm going to start out by saying, in California, you can... And if I want to preview it, I can. I click play, and it will give me kind of a quick playback of what that sounds like. Hello, my name is Greg Eilers, and this is my presentation on California. And I'm going to start out by saying, in California, you can... Okay, so it's just going to show you that preview slide by slide. If I want to watch the whole thing, let's say I've completed my video, I can go up to preview, and it will play the whole thing in its entirety. Okay? Notice, did you notice that the music was a little bit loud? And plus they gave me some music to start with. There's this music volume slider right here. So the lower that I put it, the more it's going to be underneath my narration. Because I want my narration to be on top of the music. I just want the music to be in the background. Okay. So if you're not having any vocals, then, or any narration I should say, feel free to turn that music up if you see so fit. Otherwise, I would bring that volume down, and it will stay like that all throughout the video in regards to when you narrate. Okay, so a little bit of narration there, timer, how long you have on each slide. Now what if I want to bring in a new slide? Well, I'm going to go to the plus symbol. I click plus and notice that it automatically inserts a new slide. Okay, let's say this one I just want to be text. So I'm going to put in California, you can, and I'll stick with skateboarding. I'll say skateboard so it makes sense. Okay. And again, this is where that theme comes in. Maybe I want a little bit more of an exciting background than this white background. Maybe I want, which one do I like? I did this Mega last time. I'm going to do Grace this time. There we go. And this is the only place where you can choose some type of color scheme, right? So I can click the green. I want that. I can click the blue, or I can do kind of a shuffle or remix, and it will kind of choose it on its own. So it's kind of like your Get Lucky, right? And that one's kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that one. We'll go with that. Okay? Alright. Again, I can make that text bigger if I want to by doing that T+. Don't have a font chooser there to make it like size 14 or 38 or whatever it is. I just kind of have that minus and plus there to make it smaller or bigger. Again, 4 seconds is about average of where you want. You might want to make this one a little bit smaller or shorter because it's only one word in this case, right? So I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to add a new slide. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you, because I've showed you how to insert an image already. I showed you that on the first title slide. I want to show you what you can do with video, and I want to share a resource with you that you might find really useful. Okay, so when I click video, it's going to ask me to pull or get a movie file from my computer. So if you're on a Chromebook or a PC, it's going to look a little bit different since I'm on a Mac, but however you insert files, this is how you would do it. So I'm going to cancel that here for a second. And the resource that I want to share with you is Pexels.com. I don't know if you've heard of this or not, but I am here now, and Pexels.com is an amazing website that has high quality images and videos, totally free, copyright free, and as you can see, it's shared by talented creators. So let's say I want to search for a skateboarding image or video. Now, as you can see, I can get photos, but I want a video for this specific example. Here's the one that I used earlier. I'm just going to go ahead and use that same. Actually, no, let's use a different one. I'm going to use this one. This one's pretty cool. Just the way they filmed it, I liked it. So I can click to enlarge it and watch it in its entirety. It's only 11 seconds, which is perfect for what I want to do. Okay, and then up here in the top right, I can click free download, and it's going to download it to my Chrome browser bar down here. Now for you, if you're on a Chromebook, it's going to go to your files, downloads, whatever type of device you're working on, but just know it's there for you to use. The other thing you can do with Pexels is give credit where credit's due, right? This video comes from somebody named Kelly, and so I might want to copy this specific text to put in my credits later, which I'll show you here in a bit. So I'm going to keep this where it's at, and I'm going to go back to my video. I'm going to go to video again to insert that video I just downloaded, which is right here. I'm going to click open, and I can have it be the whole video if I want, but knowing that I just want kind of a quick clip, I'll keep it at, let's say, 7 seconds. Alright, and then I'm going to go up to save. It's saving my clip depending on how long the clip is and how high quality is, which this one's pretty high quality. It might take a couple of seconds. It's look like it's going pretty quick. Also depends on your internet. Alright, but you can see what this is doing. Adobe Spark Video allows you to add in some really cool multimedia pieces to make a presentation or an informational video really stand out and spark. See what I did there? Okay, so it's taking a little bit longer than normal, but that's okay. We're patient. There we go. Okay, so that then sets this up nicely. So let me go ahead and preview this just so you can get an idea of what we are doing. Here you go. Hello, my name is Greg Eilers, and this is my presentation on California. And I'm going to start out by saying, in California, you can pretty slick, huh? So that is kind of a preview of what we've just made. Now obviously in this slide, if I wanted to narrate over it of the guys skateboarding in, again I would click on the microphone, hold it down, and say what I want to say. If I wanted to add text over this or an icon, I could. In this case, I just want the video to play. And so that's what you would do. You would continue to build out your video. If you want to add in some images instead of videos, you can. Just however you want to build it out. Just keep in mind you've got this little timer here of how long you want that media to display. Again, if you're going to be doing some type of narration, you're probably going to want it to be probably around 10 seconds depending on what you're saying, or longer, and then narrate over it. Okay. All right. So last thing before I leave you, again, music. They've got quite a few different things you can choose from here. You can kind of go through and see. You can preview them if you want, just like that. Okay, kind of gives you some categories here, happy, playful, that type of stuff. When you're ready for one that you want to choose, you just simply click Spirit of the Time. And again, you have this sound sort of bar here to adjust how loud it is on your thing. So I'm going to keep it a little bit quiet because again, I'm going to pretend I'm speaking the whole time. Okay, now that I have that in there, let's go ahead and preview it, and that'll be it. Hello, my name is Greg Eilers, and this is my presentation on California. And I'm going to start out by saying, in California, you can Alright, so obviously you'd pick music that fits your theme or your style or whatever you're trying to create. Okay, alright, and then the final thing is, once you're all done, again, I mentioned if you want to give credit to where credit is due, I mentioned that you can do this really easily in Pexels. So if you pull something from here, you don't have to, but it's just kind of a good digital citizenship thing to do. So I'm going to copy that text, I come back over to my video, and I'm going to simply just paste that in. So at least I'm giving some credit of where I pulled that video from. So if I play it, that's what it's going to look like. Okay, and I again can make it go longer. And then if you're using a SCO account, you can put in the SCO label or brand at the end. When you're ready to share it, again, it's the same as everything else. You can publish it, you can invite people to collaborate on it, or you can download it, and it'll download it as an MP4 since it's an actual video, and then you can share it that way. Okay, so that is Adobe Spark, everybody. The last thing I'm going to leave you with, since we are here at the county office, you may or may not have heard of the SCO Badge project. We have a badge for each of these Adobe Spark options. So if you want to get a badge for building out a page or a post or a video, you can. You just simply click on the badge that you want to go for. Again, it'll give you the description and the criteria, the requirements in order to get the badge, and then you would submit your evidence there. So if you've built something, why not be recognized for it, have a chance to win something in our SCO Badge project raffle that we do. Just a great opportunity, so I wanted to let you know about that. Okay gang, that is Adobe Spark video. Hopefully you found these useful and you can build some really cool things and create something unique in your learning environment. Alright, have a good day.